Hello Pisces, this is Carrie from Celestial Forecasts with your love and life reading focused on the second half of August from the 16th all the way through the 31st. General as always, guys, so please do keep that in mind throughout this reading and release what doesn't make sense for you. So let's start with this deck by Fire Witch Tarot, What's Brewing, Spilling the Beans. So let's get started and take a look and see what's coming up for you the second half of the month. Angels and spirit guides, please, for Pisces. What's brewing, guys? Let's take a look at that. We're starting off with this, putting them in their place. Look at that. Okay, so there might be particular people in your life that you've had to maybe stand your ground and put them in their place, as it says, standing up for what you believe in. Look at this, fighting for what you love, claiming what's yours. Love is a battlefield. There you go. So if there's some sort of competition here in love and romance, Pisces, this is you telling this person who might be perhaps just interested in the same person that you are, for example. Here you are staking your claim. It's like you're fighting for the person that you are interested in. Love is a battlefield. All right, so let's grab a few more. What else is brewing for Pisces? It's interesting how those two messages go together. Aligning yourself with the universe. I love that. This could be something that you have been throwing your energies into, so that's fantastic. That's actually a really good energy. Look at these messages. Kicked to the curb. Okay? So, fighting for what you love. And maybe by doing that, this other person, possibly representing the competition in this scenario, was kicked to the curb because you ended up perhaps winning the fight, so to speak, you know? Interesting. Let's grab one more card here for the collective. Bugaboo. That could be a nickname that some of you guys might have for your person. It's a running joke in my household where when I first had my daughter, for some reason I just called her Boo when she was little. And then I had my son, and so I ended up calling him Boo also. And as they got older, you know, and I would call them to grab their attention, or I needed something from each one, and I'd be like, hey Boo, can you come over here? And then they'd both respond and be like, which Boo did you want? And then when we ended up having pets, they ended up being Boo also. And now that I've got a grandchild, she's a Boo also. So I got an issue with that. All right, so let's go ahead and clarify some of these messages here and see what's coming up for you, Pisces. All right, so I'm going to pull from my tarot teacher deck. You've put someone in their place, or maybe you're thinking about it if you haven't actually done this. Let's see. Angels and spirit guides, please, for Pisces. So we have a card in the reverse. Let's see what it is. Three of Cups. Okay, so maybe right now, what you're needing is to maybe just isolate yourself from people in the meantime, especially in scenarios where there's this competitive thing going on. Exercising your independence. And it's also a lack of a social life right now, so maybe there's not a whole lot going on as far as invitations or being able to go out with your friends, things along that nature. But it could also represent a broken engagement, a canceled wedding due to a third party. It could be all of those scenarios. And if there was a third party situation, this could be you putting them in their place. That's interesting. But take a look at these cards. We've got the Ten of Cups, and it's right next to fighting for what you love. So here's what I'm getting. Whoever it is that you are in separation from, if you're wanting and desiring that reunion, you're fighting for that reunion. You still want this person to be a part of your life. So we've got the World card as well. So there are certain cycles that definitely need to complete. And part of those cycles might have to do with some of this drama that was going on. Part of that drama might have been the fact that someone was juggling. We do have the reference to the third party there. But when we allow cycles to complete, that makes way for new cycles to come in. Okay? Some of you guys could be dealing with a Capricorn coming in with that devil energy. That could represent your bugaboo right there. Some sort of addictive behavior, or somebody who's feeling really depressed or having unhealthy attachments. And maybe whatever these addictions and attachments are, if you resonate with that, maybe you've kicked those attachments to the curb, as it says. But there's really this need to prioritize things in your life, your schedule, maybe your relationships, how you interact with people, either on a professional level. This might have something to do with your job, your pentacles, financial stresses that you might have experienced. So we'll have to see what the rest of that is all about. And then we've got the Three of Pentacles here. So this is all about teamwork and perhaps I'm kind of feeling here, Pisces, that there's something to do with your job as well that's coming through here. Whatever it is that you do for a living, having to do with your pentacles, your money, your finances here. Maybe you do work as a part of a team where you work and collaborate with coworkers or associates at your job and being recognized for that effort. But in love and romance, this is all about two people who work together and collaborate for the betterment of the partnership. But clearly you've experienced something very painful here with that Ten of Swords. I'm getting to, for some of you, you fought for love and maybe you lost. And maybe you're the one that ended up getting kicked to the curb, you know? Despite the fact that you love this person so much. So part of the cycle that needed to complete might have to do with this painful ending with somebody. And so here you are just working on yourself, aligning yourself with the universe as it says. And I love how this is the card right next to the World. This is you working on you so that you can be whole within yourself once again, being able to fulfill your own goals, your own dreams in life, regardless of your relationship status right now. You've got the Six of Swords, so maybe right now you just need to heal from past heartbreak, past experiences. Certainly overcoming hardships. That could be financial hardship, that could be past heartbreak that you might have experienced. This is all about moving forward and transitioning away from the past. And by doing that, this is where you're headed. The Four of Wands could represent a twin flame connection, or at least the possibility of finding happiness in your life with your ideal person, whoever that might be. Could be a fire sign, Leo, Aries, or Sagittarius here. And I love how the Four of Wands also representing teamwork. So that seems to be a common theme here in your reading, Pisces, where you're going to need people to work with you, to be a part of your team, not just in love, but perhaps your career, your life purpose, and just life overall. People that are going to show up for you, people who are actually there for you. Love that. Okay, so let's go ahead and see what else is coming in for you. So I wanted to take a look and see what your person could be hiding from you at this point in time. So, or what it is that you're hiding from them. It could go either way. I'm going to pull from this deck the Lost in Time Oracle. This is by Calico Moon. And then we'll grab some words to go with this deck. And we'll clarify with tarot. All right, so angels and spirit guides, please, for Pisces. What else do we need to know here? What are you guys hiding from each other? Create your future with visualization, law of attraction. Whoa, I love this, Pisces. That's really nice. And I'm just getting this for you. I mean, it could go for the person too that you're thinking about, but I'm getting this specifically for Pisces. If what you've been focusing on lately, and when I say lately, it could have been this year or just the past few months, however recent, that law of attraction, whatever it is that you are focused on, you've been able to create a shift in the energy for you. And I feel your future is starting to take shape here. It could be your finances. It could be that you've attracted a new love. Maybe right now it's just budding love. Maybe it's brand new and it hasn't really turned into anything too serious. But I feel you've created enough of a shift in your energy that life moving forward is going to be very different. And so if this is what it is that you're hiding from your person, your family, your friends, maybe you're just not wanting to put it out on social media or to share. There's a lot brewing when it comes to you, but it's good stuff. I love this. Look at this. We've got Easter. So maybe something significant could have happened for you and this person during Easter, or for you specifically. Rise above the situation. And that's kind of been a common theme as well for your reading, where you're able to overcome and move beyond any drama and kick that to the curb, you know? We've got birthday, okay? Celebrate, let loose. And maybe your last birthday, that's exactly what you did. Or maybe your next birthday coming up next year, of course. Something significant, a past memory perhaps for some of you, tied into your birthday. Maybe a special memory with this person. And then we've got Thanksgiving, family drama. Take that if it applies. There could be something going on in the family dynamic that could be very challenging. And as you can see here, it says it needs resolution. So something needs to be fixed there. And this is quite fitting here that we've got November coming up and it says prepare. So Thanksgiving falls on in the month of November. So this could be giving you a time frame here, Pisces, as to what's going on, either love life related or just life overall, where something significant might happen during Thanksgiving, or even a birthday memory here, the month of November clearly stated here, and that maybe you will rise above whatever challenging situations you're dealing with towards the latter half of this year. So let's grab some words to add to this. In the Shadows, Oracle cards by All Things Intuitive. Angels and Spirit Guides, please, for Pisces, for this Love and Life reading, second half of August. So what are the words? What are they hiding from you? But you could also resonate with some of these words for yourself. I fear that you will reject me. Okay? So this could be the person that you're thinking about. They're afraid that you will reject them if they were to try to reach out or try to make amends. I wish you would come back. But again, they're hiding these things from you. They're not exactly sharing this with you. But for those of you who resonate with this for yourself, Pisces, this could be you as well. If you're not creating any sort of movement towards a particular person, wishing that they'd be back or fearing rejection from them, it could go either way. This one says, thank you for leaving me. So somebody might have abandoned a connection during someone's birthday. So again, take that if it applies for your situation. But part of the healing began when you guys severed ties, I feel. I want to trust you. Okay, there could have been some difficulties in the partnership where trust was compromised. And for some of you guys, this card says, yes, it's too late. So if something is too late, then that opportunity has passed. But it clearly is indicating here that you might be focused on other things that can bring you success, that can propel your life forward so that you can have that ascension in your life, so that you can rise above any situations that are all about drama and difficulties and challenges. Okay, so let's go ahead and grab some tarot. But that's what's presenting itself here as to, certainly from your person, what it is that they're hiding from you. Or this could be what it is you're saying to them. It could go either way. All right, so let's go ahead and grab some additional messages. I'm going to pull from my Modern Day Seers Tarot and Oracle, Tarot with a Twist. If you are new to my channel, this is a deck I created especially for advanced beginners who would like to learn tarot. It's got, the majority of the cards do have upright and reversed meanings. The twist here is that it includes new oracle messages as well as new court cards. So while you are learning, it challenges you all at the same time. And it's just a really fun way of learning. Okay, Pisces, so let's dig a little bit deeper here and what could be hidden in this connection and ultimately how it's affecting your life. We have the Queen of Cups right here. So, Divine Feminine, this could definitely be a specific message for you. The Queen of Cups is somebody who's very intuitive. There's this very calm nature about you if you resonate with this. And maybe there's a part of you that's just trying to not freak out over how things might be presenting itself in the 3D. Just trusting that what's meant for you will either work itself out or it's a cycle that needs to phase out. And maybe during this time apart from your masculine, this has allowed you to heal, since there's a situation here that has hurt you and you're trusting that. This could be you saying this, Divine Feminine, to your masculine. I want to trust you, but perhaps they're going to have to earn their way back in. Or it really is too late for that to happen, and you're just ready to move in a different direction. We have Maple Tree. There's definitely balance that's needed in your life. This is also about longevity, strength, promises, generosity, intelligence, and seasons change in the upright. So if seasons have the time to change, that means that there's been a lot of time that has passed between the time that you might have seen this person last and where you are at now. But I'm also getting here, Pisces, that you're making better choices. You're being a lot smarter with how you are conducting yourself. Creating a better future. What else for Pisces? This is quite interesting. So the Duke of Water represents one of the new court cards in this deck. So we've got the Queen of Cups. We now have the Divine Masculine, who's also a water sign here. So I kind of feel these two cards could represent a divine counterpart here. Someone who could be your perfect match here. So this could represent, of course, either a past love that you are in separation from. It could also represent a new love that's coming in, Divine Feminine. Could be a fellow water sign for some of you. We've got the Moon coming in, which is your own Pisces energy. So you don't want to be in this mind frame of illusion. You want to be able to face the reality of a situation. Don't be caught up in your fears and anxieties. It really is one of those situations where you got to trust your gut and your instincts. Excuse me. Because there could have been infidelities and deception that were happening here. Or just the fact that you guys really were hiding things from each other. Because this is about deception and secrets. So either, Pisces, you were keeping those secrets from your person and they found out about it, or it was the other way around and you were the victim of being left in the dark, where the situation was just an illusion. Maybe they were pretending to be happy in a relationship with you when in fact they might have been engaged in other connections. You know, there could have been infidelities here for some of you. Seven of Wands. Okay, so you could be feeling very defensive when it comes to this person. Or even territorial if you've observed them, for example, moving on to another relationship. So I feel, Pisces, when it comes to you, the healing is not quite done. But I absolutely love how the Seven of Wands, it's all about standing up for what you believe in. We've already seen fighting for what you love, claiming what's yours. Love is a battlefield, and that you are truly empowering yourself here. You're not afraid to stand up for what's yours, you know? And by doing that, you've got this coming in for you. You've got the Sun. happiness in your life, fulfillment, a very positive energy here, very successful. I don't know why I'm feeling that tickle in my throat. So again, if you've watched my channel enough times, typically I'll feel that when there's a blockage in the throat chakra, if there's communication that's needed between two people. But this could certainly culminate in happier times ahead, two people who find their way back to each other, a future wedding, a future marriage, commitment. So that's what's coming through there. All right, so let's go ahead and grab some additional messages here. Take a look at their deepest thoughts and fantasies when it comes to you. All right, so I wanted to go ahead and grab some messages from this deck by Bridget of Divine Essentials, the Love Journey deck. So starting with your person's deepest thoughts, when it comes to you, Pisces, what are they thinking? What are they thinking when it comes to you? I'm reminded of you every time I see the sunrise. So maybe sunrise or even sunset could be very special memories that you guys have shared together. Some of you might live by the water, or they do. Somebody loves the ocean or a lake or some sort of water feature nearby or in their home. Kiss me like it's the last time you're ever going to taste me. So something perhaps very passionate about the last time that you guys were intimate, or simply the last time you kissed. This is interesting, guys. It says just dive a little deeper with me. So I'm getting here, since you are a water sign, I'm getting for some of you that the person that you're investing your time in could also be a water sign. The whole reference to water here. And this is perhaps a part of their deepest thoughts, that they're not quite ready to give up on this connection. They want it to be more than just a surface connection. They want to be able to have a very deep bond with you once again. And then this says, I want to explore the world with you. You guys might have even talked about traveling perhaps, or just being able to go through this journey of life, this journey of love together. So we'll add to that, of course, and clarify. So I wanted to take a look at their deepest fantasies when it came to you. I'm going to pull from my Sugar and Spice Oracle. So it does say a little naughty, a little nice. This is one of those decks that contains either profanity or sexual innuendos. So if that makes you uncomfortable, if you're not interested in hearing this portion of the reading, you're more than welcome to fast forward. So Pisces, for your love and life reading, what are their deepest fantasies when it comes to you? Their deepest thoughts and fantasies. What could that be? Well, we've got Clementine. You're so damn cute, so sweet and juicy. I could fantasize all day about peeling your clothes off and making love to you. Anywhere, anytime, I could just eat you up. Their deepest fantasies, Pisces, that's what they're thinking. And maybe some of you guys, maybe you love clementines, maybe they do. Wow. What else, please, for Pisces? We have Star Anise. I'm not giving up on us. I pretty much feel that in this reading. I'm not giving up on us. I believe in you and me. Please tell me there's still hope to bring back what we once had. Even though it has been a while, I still feel so drawn to you. You will forever be a part of my heart. You are my shining star. Oh my goodness. That's a beautiful message, Pisces. So let's go ahead and clarify these messages here. I'm going to go ahead and pull from my Illuminated Star Tarot deck. Angels and spirit guides, please, for Pisces for this love and life reading, second half of August. So their deepest thoughts is that they're ready to commit to you. They're ready to put in the work, but they're treading ever so lightly because maybe they don't want to trip you out. They don't want to freak you out if they come in too fast. And yet there's a part of them that really does want to come in fast because the Knight of Pentacles is slow and the Eight of Wands is rapid action and fast movement. So they're kind of on the fence whether they should tread ever so lightly or just come in fast and furious to let you know that they still want you, they still desire you, they see you as this shining star. Oh my goodness. We've got the World. Okay, so that already came through in this reading, I believe. Let me just make sure it actually came through. Yeah. So we've got the World card right there. Okay. So there's definitely certain cycles that need to complete when it comes to this journey that you're on, Pisces, because there are new cycles that want to come in for you that will fulfill you, that will make you happy when it comes to love, certainly, but when it comes to just life overall too. Might have something to do with your career choices, opportunities that you might be entertaining at this point in time, your relationships with others, your friends, your health, your wellness, your vitality in life, whatever it might be. Certainly finances, I feel, are improving for you. So it truly is time for you to focus on the future and what that might present itself. Go after what it is that you are passionate about. Don't be afraid to go after those adventures that could propel your life forward and bring you the happiness that you're looking for. Just make sure to allow certain cycles from the past to remain in the past. Now, for some of you guys, you're feeling quite nostalgic, perhaps about the connection. This could also represent young love for some of you guys. Take that if it applies, of course. But they're thinking about you. They're reminiscing. They're focused on the happy times that you guys have shared, and they want that reunion. That's a part of their deepest thoughts and fantasies here, guys, that they still want you. You know, again, it's like 1 second they know that they have to be patient, and the next they just want to come in and love you and be with you already. They're really heavily focused on the future and where you guys could take this. Okay, so that's a part of their deepest thoughts and fantasies. All right, so let's go ahead and grab some dialogue messages here, Pisces. I want to focus on what they've learned. So we're going to start with dialogue messages from my Voices deck. This is focused on the masculine. So what has the Divine Masculine learned on this journey? Angels and spirit guides, please, for Pisces. What has the masculine learned? There we are. Take this only if it applies, okay? So it does say, I'm Mr. Wrong, now go and find Mr. Right. So Divine Feminines, there's someone out there who represents that Mr. Wrong. And perhaps they did you a favor by detaching, because you were meant to find someone who could be that perfect match for you. Maybe this was a part of the journey for this person, because they knew that they were wrong for you. So in that instance, you might have been dealing with a masculine who broke up with you, who detached themselves from you because they felt that you deserved someone better. Okay, so take that if it makes sense. You are the very air I breathe. Didn't that come through, or was that from a different reading? Let me just double check. No, that was different. Yeah, that was different, sorry. You are the very air I breathe. That came through earlier for me in another reading. That's how they see you. And this is someone, perhaps, Divine Feminine, completely different from this message, of course, because this is somebody that's acknowledging that they're wrong for you. This is someone that recognizes the connection and realizes that they want to be with you, a masculine. Let me be there for you the way you've been there for me. Okay? So they want to come forward as a better partner, as a better person, to show up for you the way that perhaps you showed up for them. And lastly, what your masculine has learned. My biggest regret is in holding back my feelings when I was given the perfect opportunity to simply tell you that I loved you. So for some of you guys, we have a masculine here who just really held themselves back from expressing what was really in their heart and the love that they had for the feminine. Okay, so let's go ahead and grab some learned lessons on behalf of the feminine now. I'm going to use my Voices 2 deck. So Voices Volume 1 and 2 actually on sale all the way through the end of this month. So I'll, of course, include all of the links down below. All right, so Divine Feminine, what have you learned? What have you learned here? I'm willing to listen if you're ready to talk. Okay, so that's good. If you hear from a masculine, they're wanting to open up lines of communication. We have feminines here who are finally ready to open up and listen. Wow. You've touched me inside and out, literally and figuratively. So obviously the intimate moments that you guys have shared, but this is also a very special love connection where they've touched your heart, Divine Feminine, and that's what you've learned here. My heart is incapable of loving anyone else but you. So there really is only one Divine Masculine who has been able to occupy all of your heart, and you know who that is. And lastly, I admit I look at my phone way too much, hoping you'll call or text me. Okay, so that's something that you've learned about yourself, that this is a habit perhaps that you need to break. If it's meant to be, it will be. If they're meant to communicate with you, it's going to come in. Because they realize, as you can see, they realize they missed an opportunity to speak up before. So I feel there's communication that's going to be coming in for the Divine Feminine here. Okay, so that is what they have learned. So let's go ahead and wrap up this reading, Pisces, with some musical messages. I'm going to go ahead and grab 2 songs each from my Heart Songs decks. And we will start... We'll start with volume 1 here. Okay, so we'll start with this one. If you are not familiar with the song, see if you resonate with the lyrics here. Angels and spirit guides, please, for Pisces. Musical messages for you for the second half of August. We have True Love by Madonna. I've had other lips, I have sailed 1,000 ships, but no matter where I go, you're the one for me, baby, this I know, 'cause it's true love. And we've already seen that in this reading. There's one particular person who occupies your heart. Bizarre love triangle. We've seen that reference here in this reading, that there could have been a third-party situation and a love triangle. So it does say, I'm feeling like I never should. Whenever I get this way, I just don't know what to say. Why can't we be ourselves like we were yesterday? I'm not sure what this could mean. I don't think you're what you seem. I do admit to myself that if I hurt someone else, then I'll never see just what we're meant to be. So since this is a love triangle, a third-party situation, it is one of those situations where you might never see how it could have played out, because it was a journey with this individual that just was not meant to be a part of your life's journey here. So if they detach from you, Pisces, they might have actually done you a favor, because this is where you're meant to be with somebody that could represent that true love. All right, so let's grab a couple songs from the Heart Songs of the 90s deck here. Angels and spirit guides, please. Okay, here we go. Unbreak My Heart by Toni Braxton. Okay, so this says, don't leave me in all this pain. Don't leave me out in the rain. Come back and bring back my smile. Come and take these tears away. I need your arms to hold me now. The nights are so unkind. Bring back those nights when I held you beside me. So this is clearly somebody that wants you in their life, somebody that wants you to return. Let's grab one more song for the collective to wrap things up. And that song is by Jennifer Lopez. Believe it or not, this is about infidelity and cheating. Okay, we've got this popping up for a reason, because that could have been a part of the equation and part of the drama that you no longer want anything to have to do with. Okay, so this is a part of the cycle that needs to phase out. So this card says, if you had my love and I gave you all my trust, would you comfort me? And if somehow you knew that your love would be untrue, would you lie to me and call me baby? Now, if I give you me, this is how it's got to be. First of all, I won't take your cheating on me. Tell me, who can I trust if I can't trust in you? And I refuse to let you play me for a fool. That could be you speaking up, Pisces. You're not going to allow yourself to be played for a fool. This is you standing up for yourself. Okay, and I just kind of feel overall, when it comes to love, when it comes to life overall, things might be looking up for you. So continue on that journey, because it could really move you forward in a direction that you've yet to experience ever in your life. The best is yet to come. That's what I'm getting for you. All right, guys, so that's where I'm going to leave it. If you are interested in your own personal private reading, that info is down below. Thank you guys so much, and I'll see you next time.